Hello students, hearty welcome to our class. Hope you are all fit and fine. I am very happy to announce that today onwards we are going to commence our English classes. This is the cover page of our textbook, Blossoms. Syllabus of semester 1. We have 4 units in semester 1. Title of the lesson which we are going to learn today is Painted House, Friendly Chicken and Me. Pre-reading session. Pre-reading session helps to get an outline of the lesson that we are going to learn today. Observe the picture, discuss and answer the questions. Here if you observe, under the heading pre-reading, they have given a picture. Below the picture, they have given 5 questions. First, before we discuss about the questions, observe the pre-reading session. Picture, what did they give here? Observe for a while, children. And it will be very better for you if you keep the textbook beside the device at the time of going through, which helps you to understand very easily. I think you might have observed the picture and got an idea about it. The questions, what did they give below the picture are: first question, where are the children? The children are near their houses. Is it a village or a town? Why? They have asked you an yes or no question. At the same time, they have asked you to mention the reason also or tell the reason. It is a village. It is not a town. The houses, the location and the animals reflect a village scene. What are the boys looking at? The boys are looking at the animals and eggs. Are the children friendly with the animals? Discuss. Yes, the children are friendly with the animals. They are helping the animals in different ways. What are the children doing? The children are spending their time with the animals and birds. These are the answers for the given questions in the pre-reading session, children. I think you might have also got the answers in the same way. Maybe some slight variation in the word formation, but the content will be the same. Now, let us read about an 8-year-old girl who lives in Painted Village in South Africa with her mother, aunts, mischievous younger brother and best friend, a chicken. Here, they have given an introduction about the characters whom we see or discuss in the lesson. Painted house, friendly chicken and me. Let us go into the lesson, children. I think and I strongly believe enjoy the lesson a lot. Reading. Hello stranger friend. Okay, so what is the meaning of the word stranger? Unknown person whom we do not know. So here, who wished as stranger friend? We'll go through. You'll get an idea. I am Thandi and Dibel girl in South Africa. So who called you as stranger friend here? Thandi called you as a stranger friend because she did not have familiarity with you to tell you as a friend or to call you with your name. That's why she has wished as hello stranger friend. And she is a Dibel girl in South Africa. Okay, Dibel means a tribe from Zimbabwe and northeastern South Africa, and they speak in Bantu language, one of the official languages of South Africa. Here they have given the description at the end of the lesson, children, in the last page of the lesson. So they were tribals. Okay, they belong to South Africa. And how old is she? I am 8 years old. She started telling about her children. And my best friend is a chicken. Whose best friend is chicken? Thandi's best friend is chicken. A baby hen or young hen. You may laugh at that. I know very well. Immediately you will laugh by listening to my words. Generally, a child or children do friendship with other children. But in a different way, my friend is a chicken. As I have told in this way, definitely you will laugh. I know very well. Who told this on? Thandi is telling. But when I tell my friend secrets, she can talk all she wants, but no one can understand her except another chicken, of course. See here, she started sharing her views or experiences with us. What did she tell here? She started telling, okay, with whom I can share my secrets. I will share my secrets with my chicken. So there is a very good benefit by sharing my secrets with her, because she never tells my secrets with anyone. She will talk, but no one can understand what she talks except another chicken, except another young hen. You know very well why like that, because it can't speak. My children listens to my chicken listens to my stories. She has other uses too. So Thandi narrates stories to the chicken. It listens very well. She has other uses too. So what are those uses? Let us go through. We'll get an idea. If you play with her and take her mind off what's going on, you can very quickly snatch a feather or two when she is distracted. So now she started telling about other uses. What are those other uses? See, Thandi plays with the chicken in a very smart way. Thandi plays with the chicken in a very smart way. What is the reason for that? She has started telling, by playing with her, I can take her mind off. It will be distracted and unable to think also. Then quickly, very quickly, I snatch a feather from her. Snatch means what, children? Do you know? Taking others' things very roughly. Okay, so without knowing to them. So she has told that only here. I snatch. Quickly seize in a rude and abrupt way. Okay, in a forceful way, it snatches the feathers of chicken. She doesn't notice, and the feathers will come in handy later, of course. She is distracted. Who is distracted here? Chicken is distracted, little bit disturbed. Okay, it is not attentive. Then, in her absence of mind. Whose absence of mind? Chicken's absence of mind. Thandi takes the feathers of the chicken, handful feathers. Why? What is the reason to snatch the feathers? You will know about that when we go through the lesson. I have two hopes. She has two desires. Who has Thandi? What are those? One is my name Thandi, which means hope in my language. What is the name of this girl? Thandi. So in their language, the meaning of the name is hope. That is one hope. What is the other hope? All children are a hope for their families, and many Dibel girls are named Hope. Okay, all children are a hope for their families. Generally, parents think, okay, my child will be very good or will settle in a good position in their career. In the same way, Dibel girls' names are also most probably they keep as Thandi. Means are named Hope. Means the same name will be there. If you like, you can call yourself Hope. If you like this, you can also call yourself Hope. No problem. To in secret, of course, because as you have your actual names kept by your parents, okay, this you can keep very secretly. Especially if you are a boy, of course. What happens if you are a boy? Let us see. The other hope I have is that at the end of this book, I can say goodbye friend, not goodbye stranger friend. As I get acquaintance with you by the end of the lesson, I can call you as a friend but not a stranger friend or unknown friend. So here in a box they have given a question, children. Very interesting question. What is in a name? Find out more about your name. Does it have a special meaning? Share it with your classmates. Generally, see, we tell our names or we introduce ourselves to others. Every name has a meaning. Some will know the meaning of their name, but some will do not know the meaning of their name. Here they are asking you to know the meaning of your name if you don't know. You feel so thrilled if you know the meaning of your name also. And you will also think, okay, I have to prove myself in such a way. I don't know why, but Dibel people do not call anything beautiful. See, for example, if we see anything, if you think it is an extraordinary thing or it is not an ordinary event, then what do we tell? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, but here Dibel people do not have the habit of using that word. They never used that word. Who is telling these words? Thandi is sharing with us. I don't know why they don't use at all. I did not understand until now. Even the best thing is described good. Okay, it's good, nice. Even they don't use the word nice also. Then good, if you use the word nice, it gives more likeliness than good. Even that also they did not use, only good. If they like anything, what do they tell children? Good. All Dibel women paint their houses and want you to know, stranger friend, no one's house is as good as my mother's. So here generally what do we do, children? We get our houses painted by the painter. But here if you observe, these tribes get their houses painted by the Dibel women. Means the women who are there in the home, they only paint their houses. And I want you to know, stranger friend, what Thandi wants us to know? No one's house is as good as my mother's. So her intention is to tell, my mother is a very good painter. She is a good artist. She paints very well. She has started to teach me to paint good designs. What did she start, children? So, not only painting their house, Thandi's women started to teach Thandi how to paint the good designs. I think you might have got an idea why Thandi snatches handful feathers from the chicken. Those feathers are used for painting, children. When I am taller, who does I refer here? Can you guess? Yes, your guess is correct. I refers to Thandi. When Thandi becomes taller, I shall have a house so good, people will stop in front of my walls and smile and even laugh out loud. Means she wants to convey us that I have learned to paint very well and very good designs in a creative way. When I was grown up, I will paint the house in such a way everyone will start smiling, feeling happy, and they will not go without appreciating me. You should have strong eyes to paint well, and your hand must not shake like a leaf on a tree. For you must fill a chicken's feather with paint and draw a line as straight as a spear. So here she has started telling us or giving guidelines what kind of precautions has to be taken to paint very well or to paint very good designs as an artist. Okay, you should have strong eyes, means you have to observe very well. Keen observation should be there. Your hands should not shake. Okay, you have to dip the chicken's feather in the paint in a very good way. And you have to draw the straight lines. Those are rules and regulations or guidelines she has started sharing with us. Can you think of some pictures that can be drawn with a feather? Yes, come on. Now we are discussing about this, or we are in middle of the lesson. Just imagine yourself. Are you capable? Can you draw in the same way like Thandi? How are colors used to decorate the houses in villages during festivals? Okay, generally if you observe, mothers in the home have the habit of keeping rangavallis in front of their home, and they fill the empty flowers, or they may fill those designs with colors. Okay, they decorate in the same way. Here what are they doing? They are decorating the walls in the same way, in a creative way. How are colors used to decorate the houses in villages during festivals? You think in this way, and some have the habit of painting their houses. How do they do? Just imagine. Try to answer. You must have the pattern inside your head even before you dip the feather into the paint. So Thandi started telling. What did Thandi tell? So before you dip the feather into the paint, it should be very clear in your mind what ideas of patterns you have to design or to paint very well. Your hand must be steady to make the patterns sharp. So how your hand should be, children? Your hand should be very steady to make the patterns sharp. The walls are high, means very high walls are there. And your legs must be strong, as you have to climb sometimes stools also. Okay, you should be very energetic. Sometimes my mother and her sisters sit by the fire in winter or in summer under shade trees. So where do they sit, children? Sit by the fire in winter for warmness, and at the same time for coldness in summer they sit under shade trees. And they make good things with beads, means with the beads they make good chains or decorative items to decorate themselves or for the children or neighbors, to give the neighbors. They tell stories as they sort and string and sew. So here if you observe, generally at the time of doing that work, bead work, they sit by the fire in winter and under the shaded trees in summer. And what do? So they start stringing and sewing them, and at that time what do children? They tell stories with one another or with the children to pass the time and to complete the work in a relaxed way. What do they want to complete? In that way they enjoy doing the work. My mother let me watch her, and very soon I shall be making the amafotho, a beaded apron. The meaning of the word amafotho, children, and the gabi, the fringed line flap. These are the names of the attire used by the Dibel people. Okay, children, names of the attire means garments, names of the garments, clothes. And they here if you observe, amafotho and the gabi, they have given the meanings of these words in brackets to make us understand very easily without any confusion. And they will be so good that when I dance, the stars will dance with me. She has started describing how those garments or clothes will be there when they put on. Where do you see such pictures? List out the activities done by the Dibel women. So these, you can answer these questions in your notebook, children, as we are discussing about these questions also at the time of explanation. My father built us small houses and my mother painted them. Small houses mean generally we have toy houses at home. In the same way as their houses, Thandi's father built very small houses, toy houses for them. And who painted them? Thandi's mother painted them. We pretend that we can become small and go inside and have our meal. Pretend means act. How do they act? We are very small, as if they are very small. Okay, we can go inside the home and we'll have our meal as if they are having their meal. In that way they act as they feel very happy by looking at those small houses. In my village, the children play with penny whistles. What is the meaning of the word penny whistle, children? Flute like a wind instrument. So here we use a flute, it is a wind instrument. In the same way, they also have a wind instrument. The name of that is a penny whistle. So in their village, children play with those penny whistles and bicycles. Bicycles you know very well, as most of you use them. Some are so shy that they try to lose themselves in their mother's blankets, and some just sit back deep inside themselves and look out at the world. Generally, if you see, some people are hyperactive, some are active, some are inactive. Some okay. In the same way, Thandi also started telling some will feel fear. They do not like to come out also for playing. Okay, just they observe everything and they feel happy as if they are playing. Some will enjoy a lot. When my friends and I go to school, we wear the uniforms father bought in the town, but when we come home, what happens? See here, they go to school. When they are going to school, they wear their uniforms which are prescribed, as they have to wear those mandatorily, and immediately after returning home, what do? We start jumping and laughing because we can take off those dry, dull clothes and put on our beads again and look very good. Only we wear those uniforms at the time of going to school. When immediately we return to home, what do? They put on their beads dresses again, which are very colorful, and they are terming their uniform as dry dull clothes, as that will be very plain. So but their dresses will be with the beads, so they like them a lot. See, how do you dress up on your birthday? Just imagine. In a grand way, your attire will be there. What do you like to wear on special occasions? Which kind of dresses you prefer? Or how your attire should be there on special occasion? Sometimes I go to the city with my mother and sisters and aunts in a wagon pulled by 4 mules. Wagon means what, children? Do you know? Can you guess the meaning before I reveal it? Wagon means a vehicle with 4 wheels, usually pulled by horses or oxen, that is used for transportation. Mule. What is meant by mule? An animal whose mother is a horse and whose father is a donkey, used especially for transportation. So, mother is a horse and father is a donkey. Okay, for those which was born is known as a mule. The women wear their best blankets and best neck rings and very good leg rings, of course. So here Thandi started describing the attire of their women. I am always happy to see the city people stare at my mother and relatives, because the city folk have nothing so good as the Dibel women. So why was she very happy? Because all the people who are in cities stare at us, have a fixed look towards us, and I feel very proud because they don't have anything in a very grand way as how we have, or how Dibel women have. All their houses are in one sad color, and the women I see have no beads at all. They were painted in a very plain way. That looks very sad to me, and they don't have any beads also to decorate. I feel sorry for them, I pity for them, and I give them a good smile. I must help because they laugh. So here Thandi feels very happy and starts smiling by looking at them. And in return they also smile by looking at Thandi. I wonder if little brothers in your village are as mischievous as my little brother. By this, what can you understand? She has a brother, younger to her, and he is very mischievous. She started questioning us or asking us, do you have a mischievous brother like me? I feel surprised if you have also, if you have like me. He wears a sun cap because he is supposed to tend the sheep. He has to guard the sheep, but he is so mischievous that sometimes I would like to give him away to someone far, far away, to a good person. Okay, I want to give him away. I am unable to bear his noise, or activeness. He tries to get into everybody's business and even wants to make a chicken his best friend. Okay, unnecessarily he involves in each and everything, whether it is necessary or unnecessary to him. And moreover, he wants to do friendship with my chicken, my best friend, my young hen. He will never succeed mainly because you have to know how to speak to animals. So here she is very sure and she started telling very confidently. What did she tell here? I am very sure or confident my brother cannot make friendship with animals because he doesn't know how to speak with animals. My brother can't help shouting, and of course the chicken runs away. So he is helpless. He can't wait for a while also. He shouts for each and everything, and whenever he shouts, at that moment immediately chicken runs away. It goes far away from him. Now about my very friend the chicken, she runs from me only when she is on her own errands. Did you go through this word, children, previously? They have given the meanings of these hard words at the end of the lesson, children. If you go through those, you will get an idea about these also. And the meanings of the difficult words, what they did not give in here or what they did not give here were explained by me. Errand means a short journey either to take a message or to take or collect something. Or when it is busy in having food here as it eats grains. But when she is free, I take her in my arms and whisper something in her language. I can't tell you because you are not a chicken. Whatever I whisper in her ears, I can't tell you. Why she can't tell you? Because you are not a chicken to tell you. That's why I can't tell you. I have enjoyed telling you about my village, my mother and my squeamy brother, the beads and the painted houses, and my good friend, the chicken. So here, whatever she has discussed until now in the lesson, about those all she has mentioned here. You may call me friend, and I would like to call you friend because we got acquaintance, familiarity with one another. Now, as I have told you at the end of the lesson, there will be possibility or opportunity to call you as a friend other than stranger friend. If we ever meet, I will let you hold my chicken. If we meet at any time, you can hold my chicken. I'll give you permission for that. She'll keep your secrets safe. You know why? Of course. Even you can also share your secrets with my chicken. She keeps everything safe. Why she keeps everything safe? She has told that also. You know why? Of course. Okay, no need to specify the reason specifically because you know the reason as it can't speak. Okay, children. Describe your village and say about the people living there in your own words. Now come on, you have learnt about the lesson. You have understood and got an idea about the lesson. Now it is your turn to answer the questions. What did they give here? In the colored boxes. Describe your village. You have to describe how your village will be there and how the people live in your village in your own words. You can write in 100 words, children, in your notebook. Describe your best friend. I think you will be very active by listening this question. Write about your best friend and what characteristics make a good friend. What are the good features that you have observed in your friend? At the starting of the lesson, children, I have read the meaning of the word debate. And I have also told you at the end of the lesson they have given the meaning. Debate. Here they have given the meaning, children. What did I read at the starting of the lesson? You can go through. And they have given about the author. So author is Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou born Margaret Annie Johnson, April 4, 1928, May 28, 2014. Here they have given date of birth and date of death also, children. She was an American poet, memorialist and civil rights activist. Okay, so what is meant by memorialist, children? A person who writes memoirs, Memoirs means a book or other piece of writing based on the writer's personal knowledge about say, of famous people, place or events. So by this what can you understand? So whatever knowledge she has about famous people or places or events, she writes books based on that. And civil rights activist. Civil rights means the rights that each person has in a society irrespective of their gender or religion. What kind of rights a human being has. Activist means she a person who believes strongly in political or social change. She takes part in such kind of activities to bring a change in the society, as everyone is equal in the society irrespective of their caste or religion or gender. So by this what can you understand? In the view of Maya Angelou, everyone is equal, no variation between one another. She published 7 autobiographies. Autobiographies. Do you know the meaning of the word autobiography? Come on, refer a dictionary and know the meaning of it. Three books of essays. A short piece of writing on a particular subject. Several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies and television shows spanning over 50 years. Here, more in addition to that, they have mentioned the awards also, and the book written by her first time, the first book written by her. You go through, children, you will get an idea. And here they have given meanings of the hard words, glossary. Go through these also, learn these words, learn the meanings of these words, which will be useful to use them at the time of communicating with others to enhance your skills related to speaking in the language. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson, children, got an idea about it. Precautions to be followed to avoid corona. Thank you.